After taking or opening a packet capture, you'll notice three things in Wireshark right away, those being color schemes, columns, and the layout. All of these can be customized to fit your own personal preferences. First, we'll look at color schemes. You'll see different packets are highlighted in different colors, and if you scroll through, you're going to see multiple different colors. To see how these packets are being colored, you go to View, Coloring Rules. Here you can see that the coloring is based off of display filter syntax, being this column here. And then the actual color scheme is being specified here. So if a packet matches the specified filter, the designated color scheme will be applied to that packet. And these color rules are applied in an ACL format, being the first rule that is hit is the one that will be applied. You can add your own coloring rule by clicking on the plus button at the bottom of this window. You then select your color scheme, being foreground and background. We have a red foreground and a white background, and it'll give you a preview right here. Next, we'll apply the filter. So I'll just throw in a generic filter here. So anything that matches this filter, being that the SYN flag in the packet is set to 1, will have this color rule applied with red lettering and a white background. So right away we're going to hit OK, and you'll see immediately we have some packets here that have this color scheme applied. Red writing, white background. And to remove this rule, we'll go back to View, Coloring Rules. We'll just select that rule and hit the minus button. OK, and we're back to normal. It would be a handy thing to go through the default coloring rules just to see what colors we applied based on what filters, just to get an understanding of what you're seeing by default, so that whenever you're scrolling through the capture, you can immediately know, hey, bright red, that's a reset. I don't imagine you'll spend a whole lot of time tweaking the coloring rules on your own. The default ones can be helpful when first scrolling through a capture to get a feel for what you're seeing, and it could even be helpful if you're looking for one packet option in particular, where it falls in a packet capture. You could create a coloring rule to see where they are. But even in this scenario, it may be more efficient to just apply a display filter and see where the packets are instead of spending the time to create a coloring rule. One last thing to keep in mind with coloring rules, it's easy once you get used to the default colors to start glazing over captures. You start scrolling through just looking for the colors. This is an easy way to miss other information, other important details that are contained in the packet capture. So just be aware of that. One way to avoid this is you can actually turn off and on the color rules by clicking this button here. Clicking it once turns off all color schemes. You no longer have any hint of what these packets are based on their color. It kind of forces you to go and read and see what is actually going on with these packets. To reapply, you just click the button again, and you have your default color schemes.